So we're going to go for glute minus, bit to the side, this muscle, the glutes, and it's basically the ilium, the origin, where it starts, the origin, between the middle anterior, inferior gluteal lines. So basically it's anterior meaning front, and inferior meaning underneath, so it sort of weaves around this trunchata up here, yeah, and it's sort of, you feel your hip bone up there, that sort of ball and socket joint, it weaves a bit in around there. You've got the basically where it ends, just like medius, but a slightly different area. It goes to the trunchata, which is basically this bone down here, the lateral side. So basically the insertion is here, basically the anterior surface of the greater trunchata. But again, it's a bit like glute medius, you go to the outside. Like I say, they both do the same actions, they're muscles, glute medius and glute minus. They both medially rotate and abduct. So circle inwards and take you out that way. Where glute max, the bigger muscle, more posterior muscle, should I say. It's all posterior, but a little bit specific. I do 5 actions. We'll do that same action, abduct, but it was also adducting towards the body. And also it would do what glute minus and glute medius do on these outside ones I'm doing on these videos, which is medially rotate. But unlike them, glute max, the bigger muscle, will laterally rotate as well and extend the leg at the hips. So don't have to know all that, basically head for the outside. So again, glute medius minus or glute medius, you're just going to the outside of the bone there. But again, I like this edge to be a bit specific on muscles, so you can just, you know, whatever's good for you, and you just sort of get in there. I always like this free bait, it's like a sort of technical stand up in martial arts. It's a good position I like on this, just to move about, and you can just, if you slow it down, you can just really be specific with it. Kinesthetic feedback, basically. And once you get there, it's just on the money, you stay there. Like I say, it will help lymph drainage, and basically repair of the body, recovery. And yeah, if you've got that lactic acid build up in the muscles, it help rid that. And all them sort of, you know, them inflammatories in the muscles, that lymph drainage will help basic recovery. But like I say, you know, don't kill yourself, but just sort of get it on there. If you get an area, stay there, basically. You don't have to be over technical with it. I like the slow ones, you can just move it nice and slow. But I find right round on this hip bone there, underneath the iliac crest, basically hip bones, basically, you go to the side, and again, that trunchata right near the top. So it's slightly on the bone, you can feel the sort of bone, the hips, and the muscle there as well, like going into them. So always going to these muscles here, the big sort of glute max muscles moving about. But sometimes it's good to get around these bony bits around there and just have a look around there. Yeah, so that's another one on the, yeah, so that was like the glute minus, I was going to a bit there, but again, they're all linked, these muscles. You could just basically go around the glutes. Like I say, with a motion, I find that's a good position. And you switch to the other side, nice base there, rolling forward and back. But again, when you get around the glute max, you go around the back, around the old sit bones, yes, tubosities, the sit bones, bang. But again, you can always have a stretch. I've got in the stretch mode here. It's always good to stretch them at the end. So if you're right in this position, great. Or you can just, you know, pull a leg up on your back, you know, here, stretch them muscles. You could be down here in a child pose there, the balasana. Or I like this one, brings in the piriformis there. It's like a sort of Z pose there. So basically that technical stand-up position there, you just take that leg back. Get sartorius muscle here, a long muscle, longest muscle in the body. But as you go over here, it's the pigeon pose. It's a modified pigeon. Great for sciatic nerve. You know, you got any sort of sciatic problems. I found over the years, it's a very relieving one. And it's more of a release stretch rather than stretch to stretch. You've got the full pigeon, obviously the Rajasana, all this. Not everyone can get there. I find this one's quite a good one because you can just allow gravity to do its work. So it's good to do this. And then at the end, because you're warming up the muscles a little bit, have a nice stretch. Yeah, bang.